Congratulations. I was lucky enough to see this at the Toronto Film Festival.
Oh, great.
Oh, it blew me away. And I mean, oh my gosh, we could talk about it for hours. But first, Richard, initial reaction to this script when you read it?
I loved it. He just sent me the script with no explanation. Said, I hope you love it as much as I do. And I read it, and I've said this a lot, but I love this character so much from the beginning that every time I turned the page, I would say, please don't die. Please don't die. You know, that's your fear that you're going to be, you know, that he's going to eat me or something. I didn't know what was happening. But I thought, this is really cool. I don't know how he's going to do this.
Yeah. And he did.
Yeah,
and
he did.
Congratulations to you, because you know, this is your 6th film with Guillermo, and you've played monsters before, but never one quite so sexy. How did you pull that one off?
Well, I didn't do it alone, that's for sure, because this is not all that sexy without the rubber bits. It does take a village to make a sexy Fishman, I found out. Legacy Effects, with Shane Mahan heading up the shop and this project, and the artistry of Mike Hill, who was an artist that Guillermo had known from before, that he pulled in to help create the sculpture and the shape and the colors that went into this Fishman. That artistry then put upon me was the beginning, and then from there, that's when I had to bring the sexy, that included Guillermo Del Toro giving me 2 bits of direction. He said, I want you to channel a little bit of the Silver Surfer, which I'd played before, which was not another sexy character. He was kind of muscly and kind of athletic looking, very stoic and heroic. And he said, and sprinkle a little bit of Matador in there. So, who leads with the pelvis? You know, it's a sport that's very, very dance-like and very graceful. Yeah. So he wanted to have that strength and that grace and that sexiness, and that was the challenge, to make this character lovable and sexy enough for this woman to fall in love with, and the audience had to buy it.
And we did, and we
Thank
did
you
for sure.
for that.
And you know, let's just, I mean, like I said, this is your 6th film with Guillermo, but to work with a filmmaker like Guillermo Del Toro must be an actor's joy, because I've never seen or known a director to be more passionate about film than him.
Correct.
It is an actor's joy, you know, and it's like I was aware of him, but never knew him, and I never thought about being in one of his movies. And then when he asked me, it was, really? Oh, this is cool. And you know, it's interesting. Life, when you hit my age, you start to look back on your life, and you think of all the accidents that happen that get you where you are. And this was just kind of a happy accident. He just said, "Here, come do this with me." And you know, it's amazing. It's the kind. This is the closest I will ever feel of what it was like to be in a Hollywood movie in the 40s. This was like he did it on purpose. Shot it like a studio film.
And the sets,
it's
real sets.
Their sets are beautiful. They're what I thought all movie sets would look like when I was growing up. And the way he shot the film with camera, he didn't use any handheld. It was all dolly shots and crane shots and moving all the time. It's so beautiful, and you know, to be a part of it was so cool.
What's the best thing you learned from him, working with him?
Oh, well, over this entire course of 20 years I've known him and been working with him, I've learned that we mustn't ever grow out of our 8-year-old fanboy that we have within us, and he has a very alive and well child within him that loves to be entertained, and therefore he knows how to entertain. You know, so he's got a head full of creepy crawly monsters, and he wants to share them all with the world, one at a time. And so thank heaven he's let me play those a lot.
Yes, and working with Sally Hawkins, I mean, do you approach something different when you're working with an actress who is not speaking? Do you look at do that differently? And you're not speaking too.
It happened. I didn't do it on purpose, but you find yourself looking in her face more, in her eyes, because the only way you're going to get the answer is to look at her, because you can't hear it. And that was interesting. I just noticed that one day, and then I said something about that. Pardon me if I'm staring at you, but it's the way I kind of communicate. Yeah. And Guillermo took the time to photograph her, to photograph that beautiful face, and let us kind of lose ourselves in it and watch her. So that takes some nerve on a director's part. And,
absolutely.
But he said I couldn't do this movie without her, and I wouldn't have done it without her.
Well, without any of you. You like I say, it's just such a magnificent film. Congratulations,
Thanks.
I hope you've given up hard-boiled eggs now.
No, they represent love to me. I'm going to keep eating them.
Okay, you do that. Great talking to you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.